Hi guys, welcome to my 6th match in the damage role of Season 18. So far we're played 5, lost 5 since placements. So really getting, not desperate, but definitely looking for a win sooner rather than later to break this streak. And we're heading to Lijang Tower today. Now, shortly before coming in, I was just had a quick play match and I played Symmetra on Lijang Tower. And just had a really good run of play actually. There's a couple of things I tried which came off well in the practice. They don't quite come off in this, but we'll worry about that. I want to give Symmetra a try, especially because when you come up against like Arisa and Sigma, she can be really strong. She just burns through the barriers. More than anything, I was just in the mood to play Symmetra this round, so I'm going to give her a try. Obviously, if they're not running barriers, then she's a bit less viable, or not so much less viable, but you maybe can't get the most value out of her without the barriers to build up your beam charge for free. What have we got in our team? So we've got Sigma. Is it Sigma Roadhog? I think that's not the worst tank combo. Going out here now. We're actually starting on the opposite side to on the practice one, so it threw me a bit, and I wanted to put my teleporter up there. There we go. It didn't quite come off, but Team of Passives like leave it. Let's just get into the mix. But you can see what I wanted to do. I learned that watching Bebe, I think, in the Overwatch League finals. There we are. They've got a Reinhardt. This is perfect for Symmetra and a Sigma. Now I'm up to full charge. I'm just going to dive in on this Reinhardt. I get the kill, which is great. Yeah, I need to get these turrets chucked out because they should be just sort of free damage. Kind of, how do I split them between the two doors? Which way are they going to come? Anyway, but I've got my 3 turrets down, which is good. I mean, that'll get me some free damage. You know, you can pick up some kills, and it can just be a nuisance for the enemy team when they come in.
I'm taking care of you.
So I know my team have pushed up. I'm hanging back a little bit on the point. Yeah, to look for. It's not quite a flank like this if he comes through the main entrance, but you know what I mean. Now I've managed to bait him into a charge. Again, I'm just going to dive him. He's got no chance. Symmetra's really... I mean, as a Reinhardt, you've got to get up close to a Symmetra and just swing your hammer. If you try to put your shield up, you're just going close, and if you're shooting the shield, it's free damage and beam charge. And if they're shooting past the shield, if they're hitting you, then you're not going to last long. Now I decide I will push up and help the team here. The whole team's here, you know, I'll play as a team. I was taking a bit of damage there, so I pull back, grab some healing. Looks like we're really pegging them back here. It's good. Now the fight's moved over there. You can see I'm playing more cautious. I mean, Symmetra, she's obviously very powerful when it comes to outputting damage, but she's a bit of a glass cannon in that she goes down pretty easily as well.
I'm taking care of you.
Again, want to get some free beam charge here. That's how I'm just going to go hyper aggressive here. Burn this barrier. Kill that Reinhardt. Unfortunately, he charges away. I think they've actually brought out the Bastion, presumably just to get out of their spawn. Well, Reinhardt's actually managed to make it round unchallenged, but we kill him. Now there's someone on point, so I decide I'll go back and try and deal with him. That's a Roadhog, which isn't really what I wanted to see. And unfortunately, I get picked off. I mean, I guess I was right to go back and fight whoever was on the point. I maybe should have gone back with my team. Should have waited for some backup. I've also got my ult, which I could just chuck out. I mean, I charged really quickly, and I could have just chucked it out there and tried to dance around that. Don't know if it would have made a difference against the Roadhog, but that was something. Anyway, it looks like our Sigma just came up massive at the end there with 4 kills to secure the point. And I mean, obviously we were a pretty dominant team in that first round, so again it's hard to take too many learnings, but I think my Symmetra play was okay. I say I messed up the teleport thing at the start, which I just need a bit more practice on. I say it came off in the practice, but it didn't quite happen live. I'm going to stick with it for this round as well. Again, the round I played, we actually played all 3 maps in quick play. But I think she's got potential here, especially you get playing Sigma, and especially that Reinhardt again. I was dominating that Reinhardt in the last round. I'm going to put my teleporter here. Two reasons. It makes it slightly quicker to get back onto the point, and it's also a useful thing to dip in and out of fights if you need to. There we are. I'm just focusing down that Reinhardt. I'm going to make his life a misery, basically. The stairs rather messed me up a bit trying to dive on him, but yeah, I need to just get my turrets out. So Bastion's up there. I want to put a turret up there, if nothing, just to kind of distract him, cause him some problems. Now Zen's isolated, so let's pick him off. Now it looks like my team have gone down, so it's just me. So I chuck some turrets in there again, just to, if it gets me a percentage or two, it costs nothing. There you can see some of my team going through there and kind of, actually, obviously I didn't know it at the time when I put it down, but it helps him dodge that Bastion. Reinhardt in again, so I'm just going to dive him. Bit close call, but I did well there. Do a load of damage. Reinhardt must be getting pretty frustrated by now. Again, just looking out for that Bastion up there. I'm going to put a turret up there in advance. Oh, there he is. Right on cue, and obviously he's pulling back, presumably partly because of the turret. Obviously he's going to come out and destroy it straight away. This is the kind of point where I could put more turrets up there to make it harder for him. But I don't think they'll get the kill, and all I want to do is force him back, because at the moment it's on to them to come onto the point, really. Get the double kill. I think that was a bit poor. I think what I was trying to do there, to be honest, was I think I was thinking about throwing down my ultimate there just to kind of block off his damage and do my thing on the point.
Correct my mistakes.
In retrospect, I mean, I'm not quite sure where my team were there, and I know a couple have gone down, so I may not have got value out of that ultimate. So I'm happy enough with what went down. Now it looks like we're picking up a couple of kills, so we should be able to come in here quite well. Yeah, I'll chuck the turret up there. Clearly we've dealt with the Bastion or whatever. Yeah, so now we do need to push up like we're starting to do there, because that would also take that Bastion positioning completely out of play. Bastion up there. I think I'm a bit slow to react to him, if I'm honest, but so here the Bastion up, come down, so I'm going to chuck this out. It could potentially block off his first couple of shots, and then it gives us something to dance around. And yeah, we're able to pick him up. I don't think he managed to get a tank kill there. This is just clean up now. There we are, that's the win. So finally, after 6 matches, I get a win in the damage roll, which is nice. Obviously I did win 4 out of 5 of my placements, but it was nice to break the streak, and hopefully we can go on. I mean, clearly I had a really good team there. We were way better than our opponents, and I probably would have won that game regardless of what I did. But, you know, I enjoyed the sim. I think it was pretty good. I think this is one of those maps as well where I'm struggling to settle on a character to play. I played a bit of May. On the Gardens map I played a bit of Farah, but if I can cement this as being a sim map for me, that could be really good, really useful, just to fit into that. I think my play was okay again. You know, it's not the best match to judge myself on, but I did some good things in there. Obviously completely own that Reinhardt, and yeah, I hope next time this map comes up I'll play sim again and see how I get on, and see if we can turn it into a regular thing. If anyone's got any feedback or tips, suggestions, anything like that, feel free to leave it below. It's always much appreciated. I think I've got a couple more videos, a couple more games played, which I'll have up soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.